All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? I am still on location, so I have about 2 more days where you get this level of content. Then we'll be back in my studio for a couple of days. We'll be back to the good stuff. However, for now, we do need to talk about some new cards in Final Fantasy still. And there's been some debate in the comments after we made our videos for the top overrated, underrated, craft, don't craft. So we want to try to play Joshua today. We're going to play it with some Mardu Discard stuff and see if it's any good. So starting at the top, we have Marauding Mako. It's still the best card for discard stuff as a 1-mana spell because it also cycles itself, which is pretty cool. We do have some get loss. We have a good amount of removal in here because you got to have that to deal with the early stuff. We do have a Guardian of New Benelia, which is very hard to deal with, which is obviously good. And letting us scry is kind of a nice bonus. Recommission lets us get any of our creatures back because they're all pretty cheap. We do have some Bitter Triumph, which is another way to let us discard. And same with Fear of Missing Out, a discard option. NT, also a discard option, but draws cards as well. We do still have some Tursa, Light Shadow, and we do have Joshua in here. And Joshua's a new card that's a 3-mana 3/4 that you can discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many. And then later you could pay 5, and then you turn it into a 4/4 Flying Life Leap Phoenix that does damage your opponent twice and then lets you return a bunch of stuff. Now, I don't know how often we'll actually flip it and turn it into the Phoenix, but on the front side, I think if there's a deck that can use it, it's probably this one. And then, of course, we had Monument to Endurance to be able to take advantage of all those discard things, which obviously makes sense. And then we have Harvester of Misery, which is another removal spell. Or it's just a big body. Kind of depends on the situation. However, I will say this about the deck. I think this selection of stuff is fine, but if we were going to change something, it would probably be the Harvester of Misery, so we can put a couple of cards to deal with graveyard things. So we'll play a few games and see if it's a problem. If so, we'll make the change mid-video, and then we'll just play it the rest of the way. But that said, if you're playing this deck and you do want this as an update, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield where you can download and try it. Always a good channel sponsor. You should be hosting your decks there. But then also, if you want to buy any Magic cards or get any stuff for your Commander deck, check out Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, DRAGN, save yourself 5% in your whole order. It'd be great. You save some money, you help the channel. But let's go see if Joshua really helps elevate this deck that we've kind of forgotten about. Yeah, I guess we have to keep this, right? We'll see how this ends up. I don't expect a lot of good things, though, I'll tell you that. I am going to discard this, though I'm thinking this is going to be a matchup where the Bitter Triumphs don't do that much. Yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Like, if you see the blue deck, it's either gonna be a bunch of stuff trying to bounce things, play enchantments, or it's this deck with Proliferate and all that good stuff. Oh, wait, that's not what happened there. That's interesting. Alright, well, this is one way we could possibly kill the opponent. But yeah, these two are kind of pseudo-dead cards here, which is unfortunate. Play the Mako. Play into. Drawing? Okay, so I don't know what this deck is. This looks way different than anything I've seen. What is this? Target opponent. Dude, so they just pick a card and then make us discard. Okay. That's wild. Oh. Deadly Cover-Up. You got it. Why would it be anything else, right? Oh, yeah, you can have the Fear of Missing Out. That's fine. Kind of the least of our concerns at the moment. Yeah. Not that the land would have mattered that much, but these Bitter Triumphs are trash. I mean, I guess... No, I don't even have anything to kill with that. Yeah, it's kind of just bad all around here. Alright, there's a Joshua. Let's deal 3... Draw a card? Alright. I was kind of hoping to find more land, but I wasn't really dedicating to making the treasure. Well, we have Bitter Triumphs and we have Recommissions. That's what we got. Tap 3. Much as I should probably be making a treasure there. Trying to get a little greedy. I guess I'm going to Joshua here. Or at least attempt to. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. So it is a poison type deck. This is weird, man. I don't know what's going on right now. Discard. 3, 4, 5, 6. What happens here? I guess we get rid of this. I don't know. Okay, well that's not bad. Opponent loses 3. We'll make a treasure finally. Alright. Alright, we get 2 poison. Yeah, this is just a really unique version of the poison deck, I guess. The Proliferate deck, or whatever you want to call it. The toxic deck. Oh, excuse me. Great. What's funny is I actually kind of wanted more mana. Yeah, 1 mana open. We get access to Recommission for Tursa. And could play... Let's go with this, and we will get the Tursa back. And I'm gonna discard the other Tursa. And man, I kind of want to discard Joshua right here. Three life. Treasure. Attack the opponent. Oh yeah, this does it actually. Put them to 3. That's funny, another recommission. Then we play this. And then we put a stop during their upkeep. So we can just discard a card. I mean, we'll kill Vraska just in case something goes sideways here. But... Alright. End the turn. During their upkeep, we'll discard. Yep, and then they die. Yeah, that was an interesting one. Like I said, their deck definitely played differently than what we've seen before, which was kind of peculiar. It's very much more a controlling version of those decks, but this had like Planeswalkers, and I guess that was the thing. It looks like they were using Proliferate stuff to put more counters on Planeswalkers with their plan, more than just trying to kill us with the poison. So they were really more of a blue-black control deck than they were a poison deck. Okay, sure. Mostly because, you know, we're making content and we got a Joshua. And as many times as we can see if it's good or playable, great. I mean, I have no black mana, so I have 2 dead cards in my hand right now, so that's an issue. If NT survives, this is a borderline miracle. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's not a high likelihood that card is gonna survive. Play the land. Alright. I mean, they're using full Go for the Throats on NT, so they don't have any of the small creature removal. Okay, there's a Vraska. Or, I mean, Liliana, sorry.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
And we can just kill Liliana, so whatevs. I'm gonna go ahead and take 3 and kill her. Mostly because this is flexible and can hit other things other than just creatures and planeswalkers. Alright, let's avail. Ooh, if I had another black mana, I would have just played this guy. This is a little weird, because like, this is either getting countered or killed here. But I think I'm still going to discard the planes and draw. Oh. Neither happened. That's wild. Was not expecting that card. Alright. Well, that didn't do a whole lot, did it? Caustic Bronco, sure. There was not another Liliana, which is interesting. What are we holding? Ooh, this is cool. Let's try to attack first, see if they block. If they do, we'll use the discard portion to kill a fairy mastermind. If they don't, then we just try to play full-size harvest and give everything -2/-2. Okay, they didn't. Neat. Let's go ahead and try. Ooh, we get to kill some things. Sweet. Alright, friendo, what are we doing here? Wasn't a weird board sweeper. I thought that might happen. What if I just activate Joshua? This is the first time we get to activate it. I'm gonna go for it. I feel like if they had a kill spell, they would have used it already, so whatever. And unfortunately, we do have to do that as a sorcery. Alright, I guess I'll play another lane. Alright, what you got? Oh, they're just gonna draw? Sweet, that's good for us. And they only have 3 mana. And a Caustic Bronco, which does not scare us. Awesome. So we did manage to flip Joshua to the Phoenix. But again, like, we would have just... I mean, I guess here's the problem. Like, if we'd attacked for 3 twice on 2 turns, that's 6. Here we dealt 2, and then we get to deal 4, so that's 8. So you still come out 2 damage ahead over 2 turns, which is cool. I almost don't know how often we'll ever get to the 3rd chapter. And in this case, we really don't want to bring both these back because they're legendaries, so we only even want 1 Inti. So, I don't really know how I feel about that. Alright, we'll keep it in try. All you can do when you got a couple of removal spells in hand. Well, looks like we're going to need every bit of them, so let's see what we can do. They are choosing to pump. Alright. Play this, we'll pass, and then we have our choice of probably get losting this guy. Yep, you got it. 16. Alright, for doing that, we will do this. Taking 1 is better than taking 3 additional. Alright. No clue what type of hand the opponent kept there, but we're going to go with this. I'm assuming they have some type of burn spells in hand. Or, could be like Screaming Nemesis. Emberheart Challenger, sure. You got it. Oh, love to see that go away. That makes us happy. That makes us happy. Like, irrationally happy. Alright, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to go to 8. Discard an Inti to create a treasure. Then path. I'm just gonna kill this now. Like, we only have 2 unknown cards. Like, if it comes back to bite us, it comes back to bite us, you know. They probably have another Manifold Mouse or something here anyway. Nope, it's an Ember Heart Challenger. Fair enough. Oh, they already have the burn spells anyway. Yeah, we'll block, but we know they have Rage plus Burn here. Yep. Sure. Anything else? Nope, not yet anyway. Oh my gosh, and they have a Lightning Strike on top. Alright. And we got a tap land. That's not good. Alright. I don't think we have a real shot of staying alive, but we gotta draw a card here. Yep, that's not really gonna do it. Yeah, I mean, we could... then we go to 4, and then we're definitely dead. Yeah. GG's. That's a tough one. And yes, there's a world where we could play this creature, we could block, we'd be at 4. They play this, but then each of these gets pumped, so then this becomes a 4/4, so we're still taking 1 trample anyway. We lose both creatures, and then we're dead to anything plus Lightning Strike. So we really don't have a comeback there. Yeah, sure. Would love to go first with this hand, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Voice of Victory. Well, I guess I have to do something else entirely different here. Let's go ahead and pay 3. What else we got? Oh, look at you. That's kind of cool. I said that like that was like a pet or something. Like, oh, look at you. Like, it's been a long day. Delney. Well, you're annoying. You make us not happy. Well, what if we played this? And then I played Tursa. But I only discard 1 card. Does that make us happy? Or do I just want to play Joshua here? No, let's do this. And we could still recommission Joshua, right? So let's maybe do that and play 2 spells next turn. I'm gonna lose this 3 because I feel like we're gonna need to do that to stay up on this fight. Alright. Fun thing is that this is a 2/2, so it'll always be able to do stuff against Delney, which is nice. Oh no, Cloud's gonna go get an equipment. What are we getting? Genji Glove. I mean... opponent, I'll just block. Do you have menace or something? No. Alright. Cool. Well, that plan worked. Much better than it should have, honestly. Let's get Joshua, because that was part of this plan the whole time. Let's discard 2 cards, because we'll get to draw 2. Let's deal 3. Let's draw an additional card. Love to see that. Now it's, let's see. If it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap it. After this phase, there's an additional one, but you still have to equip it. And then there's a Buster Sword that you could pay 3, and then you have to pay 2 to equip, and you can play something for free. Sure, then let's just play this. Actually, let's just attack first. Let's see what the opponent does. Alright, then we'll play this Knucklehead. End the turn. We're in pretty good shape here. Yep, you have a Buster Sword. And you got it. You get to gain some life. If we double it to block, the opponent's going to go to 13 anyway. We could discard a card so this lives, put them back to 10, or we go to 10 and then they're forced to block and they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, no. Yeah, we just let that. Oh, no, because they have Buster Sword gets through, then they actually get to play something else for free. Ugh. Yeah, don't really want that. That's fair. I think we still just block with this, though. And then we just discard. Opponent goes to 5 temporarily, then they go to 10. And then I think we kill them since we didn't let the Buster Sword through, so that was a good call. I am going to just discard here, actually. And then opponent loses 3, that dies, now we get to attack for a bunch. Alright, cool. We'll take it. Sure. We have way too much mana in this hand for this type of deck. 3 is really the ideal number. When you have 4, you're going to struggle a bit. Mostly because anything you draw now that's a land is just not going to be what you want ever. But we'll see how it goes. Man, we are good at drawing recommission. They'll probably tap out to kill. Oh, they didn't tap out to kill ND here. That's a little bit of a surprise. Oh, they're just going to wait to do it on our turn? That's weird, but okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's just weird sequencing because I could have had a way to protect it, potentially. But hey, there's something in the graveyard now. Your opponent, you're making us discard, right? Okay, they are. Not mad at that for us, let me tell you. Get rid of this. I'm gonna deal 3 to you. You are interesting. If I discard recommission, make a treasure, I could get back into... Yeah, alright, I guess we do that. Discard 1 recommission. Oh, then we just drew a land anyway. Alright, make a treasure. Think we still stick with the plan. Then we attack. I will risk it for the biscuit. Draw another card. Mostly so I have future fuel. Okay, well, we got 2 lands off the top, and we didn't miss a land drop because we have another land, so, I mean, I guess it was about as good as I could have worked out. Alright, we get to attack with Tursa and play something at random from the graveyard. Are you gonna bounce it? Okay, well, fine. And I guess I'll just play it and draw 2, or discard 2, draw 2. Well, that didn't suck. Let's go 3 damage and treasure. And we'll go ahead and play this. End the turn. Someone's got a very defensive deck here. I feel like we're in pretty good shape, though. Even if they're playing just rock more bounce spells here. We could discard you for some bonus action. Let's go ahead and attack. Assuming they're going to kill Tursa again. They want to bounce that. Yeah, I guess. It's a lot of returning stuff and whatever. I mean... Sure, that's some kind of plan. We'll just play this land we got for free. And might as well play the Mako. Why not? In the turn. I mean, opponent's at 5 now, so I'm pretty sure they're dead. Yeah. This is taking a big risk. Because we both want something to play on turn 2, but I also want a third lane. And I'm probably not going to get both of those. I probably get one or the other here. And that's tough, because we have a handful of 3-mana things. Perfect draw would probably be fear of missing out. Mako PowrDragn, sure, you get to kill a Mako. Sounds good. That is not great, but not terrible. Because like I said, you kind of knew we were getting one or the other here. I don't know if we're just up against goblins or not. But I guess I'm going to try to set up double monuments. Yep, that looks to be a goblin. And then I'm probably going to end up casting Joshua just because it's a 4/5 or whatever, just a bigger body. And instead of playing Tursa that just dies till a lightning strike. He steals the damage when you cast your second spell. Alright. There's some impact trimmers. Okay. Nope, we're going to play this dude. And we are going to discard 2 things here. I'm going to keep Tursa because that's just extra damage under the circumstances. So first one, we will deal 3. Wait, what do I have in hand? Ooh, I could play Tursa here too if I go treasure for one of them. Yeah, so I'm going to get at least a treasure from one. And then I'm going to deal 3, draw a card with the other. And then we're going to play a land, and we're going to play Tursa. And then I'll get the other options anyway. I'll discard this other Joshua. And just draw the card, and then we'll make the other treasure. And then we'll attack. Did I say Josh was a 4/5 earlier? I'm like 3/4 is what I meant. I just realized what I said. Okay, you got a Horde Master. Well, we're going to start by just getting rid of this guy, because we're discarding a card here. And we'll go 3 damage. 3 damage. Yep. We'll play this. And we'll get our attacks on. Discarding one of these. Getting a card. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, we'll keep this. We have NT and a couple of monuments. This is fine. Yeah, one of the interesting things when I'm on the road doing these type of events, like I have a makeshift setup. People wonder how I'm able to do content. I literally have in front of me like my laptop, a secondary monitor, cameras, microphones, you know, a bunch of different extension cords all across this room. So, you know, we do what we can to make stuff work. You know, content is a full-time job, so you got to do what you can. Still got to pay the bills. Yeah, I didn't expect him to live. That's okay. Ooh, that's not bad. But I think what we do here is start with some Monument to Endurance. And we'll try to get 2 of these down. So when we discard to either Tursa or Joshua, but I think Joshua might be the thing we go for first. Not necessarily. Yeah, we'll just have to see. Oh boy, you're going to hate our hand, opponent. This is all good stuff. You got to take Joshua or Tursa, though. Okay, well, that's fine. You have a monument, I guess. I'm going to start here. And then I'm going to discard this guy and this guy. Mostly so I have an untapped plan. Exactly, so if something comes up, I could cast. Would be great. Let's start by drawing a card with the first one. And then I'm going to have the opponent lose 3 with the next one. Awesome. Love that for us. Now we get in for 3. So I'm not really sure what the opponent's plan here, but I'm assuming it's going to have to be killing some creatures. Because if it's play Shieldred, that is not enough to help them here. Wow, how did I know they were going to play Shieldred? It's like I've played this game before. I'm just going to pay the 3 life, whatever. We got other things we want to do. You are excellent, Mr. Joshua. Now the question is if I just want to play a Guardian instead here, and I might actually want to. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and discard to this now. And then I'm just going to draw again, but I want to be able to put a counter on the Mako just to make it more damage. Yep, and then we'll attack. Alright, opponent's at 9. Now we can start thinking about possibly killing the opponent with the... Oh, well, sure, I'll discard this plane. I was going to say, with the Monument to Endurance. Yeah, have 3. You're at 6. Yep, that'll do it. Yay, we get to go first, but it's weird because you don't have any white mana, but I guess we'll keep it. I mean, technically, if we get to discard something with Bitter Triumph, we get to pump our Makos, right? Oh, question is, do I just want to do that now or not? Answer's kind of yes, but also kind of no. So I'm just going to do this and attack for 1. Alright. Maybe I'll get another Mako. That would be sweet. You know, or we could not. Can I have another Chocobo here? No, we have an Audacity for one of them. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, wasn't looking forward to that. That makes us a whole lot of sad. But here's a kind of a neat thing we can do here. We can just attack. If they block. They probably don't. Yeah. I think I still want to kill the one with the other thing on it. Just go target this. I guess the land. They do get a card out of that. Alright. Hope they're gonna fight something. Well, basically, it's a Chocobo kick, sure. Now let's get an untapped land, and let's do some heinous stuff this time. Well, you got us halfway there, Dad. You got us halfway there. I guess we attack. And then end the turn. Traveling Chocobo. Okay. Opponent doesn't have any more land here, though. Alright, I guess we take it. Kill their bigger dude. We can try to keep fighting. You are special. Love to see you. We're going to go ahead and attack. And I think I am going to go ahead and get back this. This could be a deterrent from them attacking, which is fine. Tifa, cool. I was going to say, probably find a land. Nope. Okay. That was good. That was good. There's probably a lot of ways we die next turn, but you know what? Ooh, actually, maybe I activate this and attack too. I think we do. I think we get all this in there. And we'll put a counter on probably this. It's up to you what you want to do, opponent. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, well, we'll do this anyway. And we'll just hope we're not dead. Alright, here goes. Oh, that's bad. That was the worst possible thing. Yep. Yep. Alright. GG's. Man, they actually found the one land they needed there. I'm going to keep this and hope to get lucky. So it's kind of what this is. Because you don't really have anything on 2 unless they have something. So I don't love completely reactive hands when you're being the aggressor here. Astronaut. Okay. I don't even know what we're dealing with here yet. No, it's probably some fancy goblins. Wow, double scamp. That sucks. Let's... Man, let's play this. Discard a Terza? That's an interesting card here, actually. Yeah, you have a bomber? Sure. Okay, here's an interesting thing. I'm gonna play this and pass. So now we have the option to like kill a thing, maybe double block. Like we can see where things go. On this text, you can pay 1, sure. Want to give a dude flying? Huh. Just want to attack with those. Sure. Start here, I guess. Discarding. What are we going to discard? We're discarding the land. And then we'll split our blocks. Oh, they must have a spell. Dang it, they've got a rage incoming. That sucks. So if you had a rage, you would attack with the Bastronauts. You don't have rage here. They have something, but it's definitely not a rage. Oh, it's just a land. Oh, weird. Okay, then. I'm gonna pass here. Just because we can kill the Bastronaut, maybe after they dedicate a bunch of mana to it, which would be nice. They'd be like, ah, you can't block. Alright, fair enough. Then what are you doing with the Bastronaut? Cool, then we want to kill a Bastronaut. Discard a card. And I think it's going to be, believe it or not, Monument here. I think our plan now is we just got to get bodies out to fight this fight. How many cards do we have in the yard? 6? That's not terrible. We ain't mad at that. Let's go Terza. Discard. Wow, okay. Well, that's a message if there ever was one. Oh, sucks to lose that. Alright. Oh, excellent. Excellent. I'm gonna discard both of these. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Go attacking. Yeah, obviously untap that. Okay, opponent gives up. Yeah, and this is another case where we were just never really going to flip Joshua here. I think we were just going to be fighting with it, right? Opponent takes some amount of 5 to 8 damage here, whatever. We're just attacking. We're not even worried about flipping it over. Even against the aggro decks. I mean, if the game goes long, I guess we get the lifelink, but never know. Oh man, this green screen thing is weird. I don't like it. But anyway, here's the thing I'll say about this deck is that I think if Joshua is going to be playable in standard, this is one of the better decks for it right now. I don't know if that makes it particularly good. It's fine, and wasn't upset when I drew it. I think though I'm probably going to cut at least 2 cards and put 2 Lilianas back in the deck. It's just good for extra removal. It also lets you fuel discard stuff, so I don't hate it. It's fine. I just think when you play Joshua, you're using it mostly like we predicted for the front side, and occasionally you'll get 2 damage out of it, maybe an attack, but you're almost never going to get to the 3rd chapter on the saga on the back. If anything, you can also be flexible with spots and play some stuff that deals with graveyards, because we kind of have none of that right now, which is a big deal. But other than that, the deck was fine. I don't think it makes this archetype particularly any better. I think it's just slightly more playable than it was before. But I'll let you be the judge. There'll be a link in the description. Takes you over to the Mox Field. You know the drill. Go check out Tales of Adventure. Use the code. If you want to get extra videos and get private deck help, you can become a member right down below. And if not, if you want to keep supporting the channel for free, keep watching videos. If you watch them all the way through, that always helps. But that's all I do for now. We'll see you next time.